The moment that we believe success is determined by an ingrained level of ability as opposed to resilience and hard work, we will be brittle in the face of adversity. Joshua Waitzkin. My friends, I made a big mistake when I left the place I was staying yesterday and got on the road about 4 hours away. I realized I had left my computer. Now, of course, I have a backup computer, but I wasn't traveling with it. Never expected to forget my computer. I did. That is why we had no show on Thursday. Recorded on Thursday for Friday. This is, of course, the week review and forecast. And we're happy to do that for you. We appreciate you bearing with us. I guess you had no choice, but sorry about that. We all make mistakes. And that one was all on me. But we're back in the saddle. We'll be getting the computer back on Monday around noon. In the meantime, I'll be making do with the replacement. Let's look at these charts. We see stocks swinging up big on Friday. We see bonds and gold down, Bitcoin up a little bit. But let's first jump into the S&P 500. Now we see things are on a tear as stocks rotated over going up. We take a look back on the 22nd. We went from red to green, and things had already taken off earlier. But of course, they got real serious as the week continued. We saw things bump up some, slide sideways, and then hammer up in the morning and the afternoon on Friday. What does that change for us as far as going long? Absolutely nothing. We're still below the 200 EMA. If we look at what's going on the 2-day chart, you will see that it is still heading down as far as the STC goes. Now, we do have a green, I would call that, I guess we could call that a spinning top. It's not really a hammer, but it is a rather wide one. We've got a wick on the bottom, a long wick on the top, but the STC still going down, of course, on the weekly. As we look at the week overall, we will see that it is, of course, still red. Now, on all of these, the STC, well, on the top two, the long-term, weekly, the 2-day intermediate, those are both still red on the STC. The only one that's up, as we talked about earlier in the week, is the 195-minute chart. That just means it's setting us up, unless it starts rotating those other charts over, for another drop like we saw here before, sideways slide and then a drop. We'll see what happens. I don't think anything in the world has changed. The war's still going on in Ukraine. Gas is still ridiculously priced. Of course, we have the ruling by the Supreme Court today on Roe versus Wade. I'm waiting to see what kind of craziness results from that. And we'll continue to watch things burn. But again, only as the market goes, we have the ability, if they do burn, to, of course, follow them down with inverse funds like SH, which is the inverse of the S&P, or puts. So again, we have opportunities that other people who don't have any training don't have, and we will use those to our advantage as things play out. Let's look at the Qs. That's the Nasdaq 100, the tech stocks, about the same. Same thing on the 2-day and the weekly. We look at this half-day chart and we can see how things are moving up. And again, green on the STC on the half-day, the 2-day and the weekly are down. We just see things heading up, still well below the 200 EMA. We'll wait for things to rotate over and go down and potentially give us another opportunity to short like we've had in the past. What do we see going on with bonds? Well, bonds had been on a tear for 2 days and then sort of fell off the wagon on Friday. We're, of course, waiting for bonds to also cross over going down, going from green to red on the STC on that half-day chart. We look at the 2-day chart on bonds, and of course we see that it is red, hasn't come through that middle area, but still red and heading down. Now we do have, a second 2-day candle that is green. That first was a spinning top. This is a solid green heading up, so we'll keep an eye on things, see which way bonds go. Of course, we look at our weekly chart, and we see that it is still red and down, not hitting a lower low over the course of the week, but again, the 2-day and the weekly are red. The half day is green. So what will we be looking for this next week? A rotation over, potentially going down on the STC, give us an ability to short bonds. What do we see going on with gold? Gold down just a little bit for the day, 0.10%. And where is gold? Well, were you guys paying attention to that? We've been talking about it. It went in the afternoon to red. Now, not a strong red going down. Didn't actually hit a lower low most recently in the afternoon. Down in the morning, and it looks like some of that residually continued over, even though not down as much in the afternoon and barely down for the day. But it did go red, from green to red. Of course, we look at our 2-day chart, and we can see where it has hit the 2-day, the 200 EMA on the 2-day chart. It is red on the STC and the weekly. Red down candle not hitting a lower low, but it is red on the STC. So the STC is red on the 2-day and the weekly, and now on the half day, which of course gives you an opportunity, not a super exciting one because things just aren't pounding down in gold. Not like we saw before where you just can't not get in when you see it rotate over and hammer down. But it is moving over just a little bit. If you pulled the trigger on a practice trade on that, that would have been, of course, a put trade, jumping into a short position. If you didn't, I don't necessarily blame you. It's not super exciting, and that last one didn't pan out for us, but we'll keep an eye on things and see which way they go. Track those over the course of this next week. What's up with Bitcoin? Bitcoin up a little bit for the day, but my friends, still pretty nasty there with the cryptocurrency. Just hanging around the bottom. And of course, with that little bit of up movement, we saw the STC rotate over going up. Not excited about it, well below the 200 EMA. And of course, we are negative on Bitcoin as far as the STC goes on the weekly and the 2-day. What are we waiting for on Bitcoin? A real firm bottom to be found and everything to rotate over, going up, blow through the 200 EMA on the half day. And I'll start feeling good about the world and Bitcoin again. That is where we are, folks. Thank you for bearing with me. Everybody makes mistakes. You try not to make them often, but I am really regretting leaving that computer at the place I was staying. It was sitting right against the wall, and I remember blended right in with the woodwork, wrapping up all the cords, and then just walked away. But it was found, and it's on the way. My friends, hope you have a great weekend. Hope you're excited about another week of potential trades and possibilities. We always love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out to us, cw@chartingwealth.com. Be sure to like and subscribe, and of course sign up at the website chartingwealth.com. Why? Because you get those daily trainings. We put out a special training for our subscribers each and every day. And of course, we got a good one for you. And if you do sign up, you'll get those in your email every single day. That list is never spammed, never shared, and we're happy for you to have it. Thanks so much, my friends. God bless from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters and the training today. Do not allow the complexity of charting to scare you away.